anxious to see how this Hornets team starts. You heard Coach Clifford talk to Tom Wormy and Hornets Live pregame show about he wants his guys to get minutes, but he wants everybody to get minutes.
Oh, how about that? Good strength. Cody Zeller scores the game's first deuce. Hornets lost the first game of the year against Orlando. Courtney Lee, the bucket. That was earlier in the season in Orlando back in November. Hornets then won the next two games, once in Orlando and once here on this floor. Teammate on the French national team, Nick Batum, not dressing tonight. Oh, Jeremy Lin. That's a three-pointer for Jeremy. 75th of the season. Shot clock down to 5. Elbow jumper. Courtney Lee gets it to fall.
Very nice. The probing with the dribble penetration. Franz Moore, and you'll know what I'm talking about. World famous piano tunist and conversion rate.
Marvin Williams hits the long jumper. That's a two-pointer, not a three for Marvin.
Right, and the Hornets, when that conversion rate is up, they do very well.
Oh, wonderful move by Kemba! He did a full 360 and scored. Marvin's got it on the block. Absorbs contact and scores.
Marvin Williams showing his versatility and worth, knocking down the outside jumper before. Now with the low post scoring, Ilyasova trying to maintain his ground, but closed in on Marvin a little bit after he started his shooting motion. And Marvin so smooth, able to take his time and square up after the contact. That is tremendous when you think about all the things they've been through this year with the injuries, new pieces. You never know how they're going to get acclimated.
Courtney Lee, three-pointer.
Obviously, we miss him, and the fans at home miss him. And what they don't know is how much we miss him when we're not on the air.
Marvin Williams. If you're talking about Del Curry, someone has to hit a three-pointer. That's generally a rule. Lin, that's a long two. That's a super long two. It splashes it. It does say something about him that he's playing in game 82. Could have probably asked out. Al Jefferson, his first field goal assisted by Courtney Lee.
Always looking for the best shot available. This Hornets team does a great job at that.
Lin steps into a triple. Got it! Oh, the beat continues for Jeremy Lin. He's got 8.
And another great example of why that perimeter shot is open and available in transition. Two Magic players got back, but they got back to the paint. Nobody was out on the shooter.
Troy Daniels flirting with a 50% shooting season from three-point land. Marvin another three. He's got 11 first quarter points. Hornets have now made 867 three-pointers on the season. Al Jefferson ringing the bell. Oh, there's always a place for the power game.
Absolutely, and I need to correct myself. That was not Kemba Walker shooting three. He has not made a three-pointer yet. That was foreshadowing.
Yeah, wait for that. Those 867 three-pointers made by the Hornets, they are tied for 7th most in NBA history over the course of a season.
My goodness.
Who would have thought? Troy Daniels comes up a couple of screens. Long two for Troy. Gets it to fall. He has been magical last couple of games. Getting an opportunity tail end of the season, and he's enjoying himself. Jason Smith. Blocked away. Oh, Jeremy Lamb takes it from him. Shot clock off. Hornets can hold for the final shot of the quarter. This is totally by design. Steve Clifford and the coaching staff want to get as many guys playing time as possible. And a foul will send Al Jefferson to the free throw line. Al looking for someone to pass to. That'll do his thing. That's what he does. 9 first half points for Al.
That is just beautiful, fundamental basketball.
Al to Lamb. Oh, and Jeremy Lamb like a lion.
Monty Williams saying, don't forget about me.
Lynn, wraparound pass, and again! A finish at the rim! Jefferson, 2 more! Al Jefferson has 13. He's only missed 1 of 7 shots tonight. Troy Daniels rips it. First 3-pointer tonight for number 30.
Hornets shooting 50% from behind the arc still, so if they're going to keep shooting the threes at this clip, it could be a long night for the Magic.
He's at the full range of motion, and the coaching staff fully admits that as big as he is, the key to his game is his lower body, his knees, his ankles. That's where his quickness comes from. Jeremy Lamb, another bucket. Cody backs it out over to Hawes. Oh, Spencer drops it to Lynn, who has the basket nullified as the ball gets stuck. Courtney Lee is definitely an acquired taste. The more you watch him, the more you understand what he means to a team offensively, defensively, in that locker room. Tapped up and in, Spencer Hawes.
Excellent timing by Spencer Hawes on the inside.
47 for 52.
You'd like to see that.
Hazonia, the 5th overall pick in the NBA draft last spring. Troy Daniels, second 3-pointer for number 30. Evan Fournier, the Frenchman. Another bad pass picked up. Kemba's going to try and run it down.
Oh, it took a crazy bounce.
Oh, Kemba able to save it. Daniels. Yes! 2 in a row for Troy! Hustle pays off.
Hornets have scored 60 points or more in the half, before the half, 13 times this season. 13-0.
Well, give them 3 more. How about 65 points? It's a huge number.
Yes. 13-0 in those instances. Thanks to Stevie Martin for that little nugget. Sits just down the road from us.
Yeah, not just a great voice, but also a wonderful brain. Cody finished with power, and it results in a foul. Big game tonight. Warriors, Grizzlies. Warriors a chance to pick up their 73rd win of the season. That would be a new NBA high water mark. Al Jefferson still in the game. He makes his 8th shot. He's 8 for 10 shooting. 17 points for Big Al in 12 minutes.
That baseline off.
Jeremy Lin. It's been customary all season long. Just doesn't take no for an answer. Goes straight to the rim.
No, not at all. I mean, you know, getting in was the first step. The goal as we got close to the end of the regular season, great find, Jeremy Lin with Al Jefferson in the finish. The path of least resistance is the one you want to end up on. And the Hornets, if they end up sitting in that 6th seed and having to advance out of the first round, wow, Al Jefferson. He won't even let me finish my point. That's 2 straight scores I've had to stop and talk about. So again, that 6th seed looking really good.
I can see it.
I mean, it's a perfect fit. He's got that patented move, makes the defenders jump right out like a jack-in-the-box. I have to make some phone calls.
You know the right people to call, I'm sure. Jeremy Lamb stems the tide.
You know, if they can't get anything out of their transition or even their secondary break, they've got to work that basketball around, make the Magic work.
Lamb, nice touch. 8 points for Jeremy. Just 4 for 14 since. Blocked from behind by Lamb. Cross-court pass, Daniels.
Obviously, Nick Batum here, former Charlotte player, Boris Diaw, who's now with the Spurs, along with Tony Parker.
Score it, and the foul.
Hornets a little stagnant offensively.
And a foul stops play. that big shot he hit down in Orlando.
We talked about points in the paint being a problem at halftime, even though the Hornets were up by a significant margin. Well, now the Magic have outscored the Hornets by 10 in the paint.
Tyler Hansbrough draws the foul. Hornets led by 16 at the half. Oh. Harrison slices through and scores.
Beautiful take. Harrison just cutting through the gut. Nice finish.
Good catch by Tyler. Got hit in the nose, no call, and he still scores.
Good drop off by Troy Daniels.
It's so amazing. This is game 82 in the fourth quarter, and the Hornets still don't know if they're going to be a 6 seed, if they're going to be a 5 seed. Daniel! They don't know who they're going to play in the postseason. Absolutely nothing has been decided. And what is being decided by the guys on the floor who aren't starters. Spencer walled off, able to hit the shot along the baseline. Spencer's been productive in 13 minutes on the floor, now with 9 points to go with 4 rebounds. Aaron Harrison, my goodness! Looking like he did playing for the Kentucky Wildcats in a Final Four. Tyler gets the whistle he wants. He'll go to the line.
It's interesting because I don't recall a year where it's this tight the very last night of the year, and it's not just a matter of seeding, but also opponent.
Yeah.
Because no matter what the Hornets do, we just showed you as Jeremy Lamb scores in the paint, if they win, they could end up 5 or 6. Playing 2 different opponents.
Hornets a double-digit lead and the basketball. If you're just joining us, or if your son or daughter just entered the room, Tyler Hansbrough, another poke. If the Hornets hold on and win, and Miami beats Boston, Miami currently ahead of Boston. Hornets are the 5 seed, and they play Atlanta in the first round. It's a 4-5 matchup. Spencer, step back 3, got it! Double-digit scoring game for Spencer Hawes. Hornets were banged up and not playing particularly well.
That's right. You heard Kemba Walker talking about it with Tom Wormy before the game. Key players going down to injury, and it's not an isolated incident. The Hornets aren't the only team that experienced that, but they were able to fight through that adversity and showcase their depth because they had the next man up attitude, and they truly stepped up.
Great pass. Gutierrez finds Kaminsky. Talk about playoff possibilities and playoff certainties if we know them, and we'll hear from head coach Steve Clifford.
Can't wait to hear Coach Clifford. It's one of the best parts of the evening.
Jeremy Lamb gets his own miss and puts it through. Double figures for Jeremy. Miami scored all of 9 points in the second half so far.
My goodness. Well, the Hornets have been doing great in all of the key categories. The easy buckets they could do better with. We talked about that, but the conversion rate's been spectacular. They've been hovering right around 70% all game with the assist to field goal made ratio. But they have, the Hornets do, 32 assists. They average just over 21 assists per game for the season. Season high, 30 assists. So you're now ending your regular season scoring a season high for assists. That's how you start playoff basketball.
That's wonderful.
And as I mentioned before, there will be some trash talking. The starters are going to give the bench players a little grief about this.
Gutierrez hits a bucket. Let's give you a little bit more information. If the scores hold and Miami loses and Atlanta loses, with this Hornets win, the Hornets would play Miami in the first round of the playoffs. Final score, 117 for the Hornets, 103 for Orlando. Playoffs, here we come.